Hello, friends. This is Double Dave 22. I'm going to be going over my 2013 World Series of Poker main event. I would call it a run, but it was more like a 2-day venture. It was my worst finish out of all the times I've played it, which has been 4, I believe. And yeah, no, sick brag. But there's still some good hands, and let's just jump into it. So pretty early on, I mean, stack sizes aren't going to be perfect. I just wanted, the general idea to get through in these hands, and I put in the important stack sizes. I didn't write down everyone, and you guys should maybe be used to this by now. I'm not sure how many hand histories you've seen in this replayer per se, but this is just a live replayer converter, and I just put in the details of the hand and filled out the rest. There may have been more people at the table, for example, but the hand is just from the button on anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you'll see I'll just put in important stack sizes and everything and keep in as much as I can remember. So I defend from the small blind, just a min raise. The button was young, maybe mid-20s. I don't really know too much about him. He seemed decent. He's playing some hands. That's really all I can say for now, but young and decent, we'll say. Big blind, I don't remember. So anyways, I flop top 2, which is nice, and we do get a C bet from the button, a little over half pot, and I have some options here. I mean, I can either check raise or check call. Trying to decide which is better, and I'm not actually sure. I think check raise is good because it's not like he's just going to fold ace king or aces or straight draws. Jack 10's got a double gutter. And, I can even look like those hands a lot of the time. I can look like 10-8 or 6-8 or Jack 10 when I check raise. I don't always look like a set or 2 pair. I could look like just top pair, so he might continue with worse. I definitely think check raise here would probably be better. Also, if he did have something like 7s or 9s or kings or something, and I check raise to 1,000 here, he makes it 3,000. I don't think that he can get this pot all in, and if he does, I mean, what is he actually raising again with on this flop? If I make it 1,000, what is he actually making it 3,000 with? And it to me, like, I mean, I've got top and middle set blockers, so there's very few ways for him to have top set or middle set. The only hand he can really have is 7. So, I mean, there could be some sick thing I could do and, like, end up finding a fold at some point in this hand if I do check raise and he puts in another bet. But we're going to assume it doesn't get to that, like, ever. He can only really do that with, 7s. And if he does do that with something like aces,